Hey guys, so for today's video I am super excited because I am going to be doing an entire liquid lipsticks review and swatches video. Now what this pretty much is every single liquid lipstick that I own today I'm going to swatch for you guys and review. So here are all of my liquid lipsticks. I got quite a bit, so I got a lot of swatching to do. I figured how fun would it be, because liquid lipsticks have just been like the hugest trend recently, how fun would it be to swatch all of the ones that I own so that you guys can see which colors you prefer, and I want to also talk about the formulas of each one. I personally love liquid lipsticks. Like, I love them. I love a good matte lip, and I can no longer wear matte lipsticks because I don't feel like matte lipsticks are matte anymore, because when I put on a matte lipstick, they're just not as matte as liquid lipsticks, so I feel like I'm wearing like a cream lipstick or something. So for me, matte liquid lipsticks are just amazing because they give me that full-on, completely ultra matte lip, and it lasts so long, and I just love the whole new application of applying it like through a tube, and I barely even use lipsticks anymore. Like, thumbs up this video if you barely use the actual traditional lipstick tubes anymore. First, I'm going to talk about one of the most liquid lipsticks that I own, because I actually got sent the entire collection, and that is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. You guys know the Anastasia liquid lipsticks have been my favorite, but I recently bought two new liquid lipsticks that I've never tried before the formula, and I quickly fell in love, and those have become my favorite liquid lipsticks ever. So I'll mention those soon. If you follow me on Snapchat, you know what I'm talking about. But I carry my liquid lipsticks in these acrylic trays. If you follow me on Snapchat, y'all know what these acrylic trays are. They. Only my Snapchat fam will know what I'm talking about with these acrylic trays. They are, oh, hallelujah. Like I said, I'm filming a makeup collection, storage, and organization video. So when that happens, you guys will know my love for these. Now, I have the entire liquid lipstick collection from Anastasia. I also have some back here. If you can see these tubes right there, those are all Anastasia liquid lipsticks. One of my favorite shades, which I will swatch. I'm not going to swatch every single shade for you guys, because I actually have a full dedicated video where I've swatched and reviewed these liquid lipsticks. So if you want to know my thoughts on these liquid lipsticks, check out that video. Pretty much these are my second favorite liquid lipsticks formula. Amazing. For a while I only used these. Like, my lip color would just be in this collection. I would only use these because they're amazing. Now, the only shade I'm going to swatch out of the Anastasia ones, because like I said, I have a full video on that that you guys can check out. The one shade that I will swatch is Pure Hollywood. If you guys follow my channel and you know me, you guys are probably sick of this shade, and I'm sorry, but I have used it so much. I cannot believe that I have gone through an entire tube of this. I actually have two of these because Anastasia sent me one and I purchased one. So I actually had like a double backup, but I knew I would need the backup because I was using this lipstick every single day with the exception of tutorials. Obviously for a tutorial I had to use some other lip colors, but I was using this every day, guys. This is my favorite lipstick in the entire universe. Every shade out there, this is just my favorite. I always go to it. It's one of the most beautiful mauve, nude, pinky colors. It's gorgeous. I have gone through an entire tube of this. The tube that's actually up here is pretty much just for your decoration because it's actually empty. By the way, this video is going to be long. Like, I can already feel it. The liquid lipsticks are going to be launching in Sephora in March. So thank God I'm actually going to be able to go to my local Sephora and buy another Pure Hollywood. I'll probably buy like two and I'll own four. And I'm going to keep every single tube just to show that my love is real. The first shade here is Pure Hollywood, and like I said, this is just beautiful. I purchased two new liquid lipsticks that have quickly become my favorite, like quickly. Like, I've only had these for a week now, and these are easily, my favorite liquid lipstick formula ever. They're amazing. These are the Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks. I purchased Celebrity Skin 2.0 and Posh Spice. Holy crap, these shades are beautiful, but the formula is amazing. It feels expensive as... When you put them on the lips, they just feel high-end as hell. Like, they feel like they're Chanel liquid lipsticks or something. I don't even know how to explain it, but they just feel perfect. They're not too dry, but they're still ultra matte. They're not too thick, but they're still not too thin where it turns to powder. It is lightweight. It is pigmented. I don't know, they're my favorite now. So this is Posh Spice, which is actually a newly released shade. I feel like it is beautiful. It is that perfect kind of taupey, perfect taupey gray, nude, beige, brown, but I feel like it is so different than the typical gray beige out there because it has a little bit of a, I don't know how to describe it, a little bit of a camel nude. And this is Celebrity Skin 2.0. I love this shade so much. It is quite different than Pure Hollywood. It's a little bit rosier and browner than Pure Hollywood, but it has a pretty mid-tone mauve nude with a slight bit of a cool tone gray undertone to it, and I love this shade. It's really, really, really pretty and super pigmented. So the packaging on these two are super cute. I used to think that they weren't that cute because of the hot pink lid, but I love how it's like hot pink and rose gold now. I don't know, I love it. I think it's super, super, super cute. Like, these are quickly becoming my favorite liquid lipstick formula and shades. I love these now. I just realized too that in the Anastacio video, the new shades that released didn't come out. So if you guys want, I can do a full video to swatch the Anastasia's new shades that just released this fall. So let me know. I believe there was like 10 shades. Let me know. I did receive those as well. That's like sepia, paint, all of those. I will do that. Actually, you know what? Let me grab the most popular shades from the new ones and swatch them for you guys now because I know that you guys probably want to see that. So these three shades are probably the three most popular ones that they newly released. So I figured I will swatch these ones for you guys. This is Dusty Rose, Veronica, and Sepia. Now, these shades are absolutely beautiful. Dusty Rose is such a me shade. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. I can't wait to do a tutorial for you guys using this shade. It is a lot stronger of a pink than Celebrity 2.0 is, but it is beautiful. Beautiful mid-tone Dusty Rose. Perfect name for it. Next you have Veronica, which I feel like Veronica is just a deeper version of Dusty Rose. It is really, really beautiful though. It's kind of similar to what I'm wearing right now, but I'm actually wearing Kat Von D Lolita right now. This is Veronica. So similar to Dusty Rose, just more of a deeper brick Dusty Rose. Next is Sepia, which is super raved about and everybody loves Sepia. Personally for me, I love Sepia. I think it is a beautiful color. I just wish that they created it a little bit lighter because to me this is straight up vampy style. Like, this is a dark vampy lip for me. On me, it turns out very, very dark and deep. If you are a darker skinned girl, oh my god, this is gonna be your dream. Because you know how Cashmere and Posh Spice is like our mid-tone gray beige nude? This Sepia is going to be the perfect mid-tone gray beige nude for a darker skinned girl. Like, it's going to come off a lot lighter on you, which you might enjoy because something like Cashmere and Posh Spice might be too light on you. So this is a darker skinned girl's dream, but for me it's just a little bit dark. I do still love it, it's just I wish it was lighter. So here it is right here. It's beautiful, but you see how it does cross more to the darker vampy side. Okay, so the next liquid lipsticks that I'm going to get into are the new Gerard Cosmetics liquid lipsticks. They came out with 3, but I don't know where the third one is. I think I lost it, guys, but it's like a orangey red shade. I think I lost it, but I love the formula of these. I think they're really nice. They're actually similar to the Jeffree Star ones where they're kind of lightweight but not too lightweight. I just don't like the applicator. The applicator kind of seems a little cheap for the price that you pay, but I do really like the formula on these and they are super, super pigmented. The first shade here is Serenity. Serenity is a really gorgeous, popular shade, but unfortunately on me it pulls a very orange, so it doesn't look the same on me as it does on other people. I have it swatched right here, and as you can see, it just looks very peachy, like it has a strong orange kind of tone to it. And then the next shade I absolutely love. This is Aphrodite, and it is so beautiful. It is nude, but it's extremely peachy nude. Like, this reminds me of Peach Stock by MAC in a liquid lipstick. It is gorgeous. Like, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful kind of peachy nude. It's beautiful. Again, Peach Stock by MAC in a liquid lipstick right here. I'm going to go ahead and wipe these off and then do more swatches. Next liquid lipsticks that I want to talk about are the LA Splash Cosmetics liquid lipsticks. These are really nice. I have 2 different ones. I have the Lip Tint Mousses, which is a liquid lipstick, but it is more of a, I'll explain the different formulas, but this is the Lip Couture waterproof liquid lipstick. So these ones are waterproof. I find that these ones last longer than this one does, but they both do last a good amount of time. The formula on these ones is a little bit thicker and the formula on this one is a little bit thinner. I do prefer the formula on the ones with the gold tube. It just is a little bit thicker, it feels a little bit more high-end, and this one feels a little bit more cheap. But, however, this color right here though, is life. This is literally life. This is another shade that I use all the freaking time. Like when I say to myself, okay, Amy, you've used too much Pure Hollywood, then I go for this, even though they're so similar. But I love this shade. You guys know me, my Mauve cool pinky nudes. So I'm going to swatch them along the side of my arm this time. So this is Charmed, right? Like, come on. Come on. You're telling me right now that you don't want to just lick my arm on the screen because that's so beautiful? Like, hello. So beautiful. Let me show you the difference between Charmed and Pure Hollywood. I feel like Charmed is a lot more mauve gray pink nude, whereas Pure Hollywood doesn't have any gray in it at all pretty much. So I'll show you the difference. Yeah, they're quite different, but they're in the same like family. These are the difference between the two. So you see how this is so much more of like a mauvey pink gray, and this is much more of like a just pinky nude. By the way, it is coming off a lot more gray purple on my hand than here because my hand is a lot more tan than the inside of my arm. So the next shade that I have is Innocent Vixen. I love this shade so much. This is the nude that I go for when I just want a regular, basic, neutral, pretty nude. Like this nude is pretty neutral. It doesn't have too much pink, but it doesn't have too much orangey peach in it. It's just, it's really nice. Like it's a perfect nude. Like if you're wearing an eye look and you're like, I don't know what lip color to wear, you just go for Innocent Vixen. I'm sorry if I'm playing with my hair a lot in this particular video. It's because it is super hot in my room and I'm like all sweaty over here. And then the next shade that I have is Ghoulish, which Ghoulish is kind of a really nice gray shade. Like it's pretty dark though. It is pretty vampy. This is actually similar to Sepia. Let me show you how this compares to Sepia actually. I feel like Sepia might be darker and maybe a little bit more brown. Yeah, so Sepia is a lot more brown, whereas Ghoulish is a lot more purple and gray. So Ghoulish and then Sepia. These LA Splash ones are actually super affordable as well. I believe you can also get them on the Morphe website. So next we have ColourPop liquid lipsticks. I actually purchased 4 of these. I have Koala, Trap, Midi, and Shimmy. So I will swatch these ones for you guys. Quick little review on the formula. These are $6, so they're super cheap. I feel like for the price they are a really good cheap liquid lipstick, but the formula isn't the greatest. They do tend to get a little bit powdery just because of the really ultra matte yet thin consistency. Sometimes when you make a lipstick too matte but too thin, it kind of, the liquid can almost turn into a powdery formula, and this does do that. So this shade is Shimmy, which Shimmy is a beautiful color, but I just wish, like I feel like this shade would be so perfect and so unique if they added a slight bit of a nuder tone to it. It has a little bit too much pink, which is nice, but I feel like if it had a little bit of a nude to it, it would be such a like popular shade, very nice nude shade. But this is more of a kind of really pretty pink. I just wish they added a bit more nude to this. Next you have Midi, which Midi is pretty much a dupe for Anastacio Pure Hollywood. It is my favorite. The only thing with Midi is it's a slightly more pinker than Pure Hollywood. So I wear this when I want a little bit more pink than Pure Hollywood gives me. So I absolutely love this shade. It is another one of my go-to shades. Beautiful, right? I'll show you guys this swatched right next to Pure Hollywood. Or right on top of Pure Hollywood. So this is Midi and Pure Hollywood. Midi, Pure Hollywood. So a little bit more pink, a little bit more nude. So next we have Trap, which Trap again is just another like kind of gray, cool gray beige shade. This is really pretty. This is pretty similar to Charmed up here. It's just a little bit darker and a little bit more gray. So this is Trap. So I will show you Trap next to Charmed. So here is Trap and here's Charmed. So pretty similar, just a little bit darker, a little bit more purpley, a little bit lighter, a little bit more pinker. So next we have Koala, which this is such a unique electric neon candy pink, candy purple. It is amazing. Look at that. It is electric. Cotton candy electric purple. I love this so much. Since we swatched this purple, I do have an OCC Lip Tar in the shade Hoochie. I've actually never used this, so I honestly, it kind of sucks. I've never tried it before though. So I can't give you guys my review on it, but I can swatch the shade for you guys so you guys can see it next to Koala. It's a lot darker, more of a classic purple, rainbow purple. By the way, the lasting power on the LA Splash ones is insane. Like the waterproof ones, the ones with the gold top, is insanely, like, they last super, super long. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the Stila Stay All Day liquid lipsticks. These are amazing. The formula on these are super moussey, which I prefer more of a moussey texture than a watery texture. Contradicting enough, my favorite, the Jeffree Star ones, are a little bit more of a watery texture, so that's pretty contradicting, but I do like more of the moussey texture, which the Anastacio ones are kind of moussey too. The first we have up here, these last just so long and they're so amazing. These are really good quality. The first one we have here is Patina, which Patina is such a popular shade. It really is beautiful actually. It's gorgeous. I used to wear this a lot last fall. Really beautiful, kind of dusty, purpley, rosy shade. And then we have Aria. It's like your classic, perfect, like, berry shade. I love this shade. So those are the only two by Stila that I have. I feel like they could use a lot better nudes in their collection. Like, they have nice shades like this, but they don't have like your good classic nude. The next ones that I will talk about are the Makeup Forever ones. I love these. These are really nice. However, the only thing with these is you do kind of have to set them with the clear glossy part, which if you put the clear glossy part, it defeats the matte purpose. But you kind of need to set it so that it's not sticky. So without putting the gloss, it does make them kind of sticky. I prefer to keep the stickiness as opposed to the gloss because I like the matte finish. But the stickiness doesn't bother me too much. This is the shade number 3. As you can see, I own a lot of mauves. Really beautiful mauvey nude. Like, this is a classic, beautiful, everyday mauvey nude shade. I love this one. And then you have number 1, which is the classic, like, gray beige nude, but I like this because it's a little bit more nude than, like, it doesn't have too much gray in it. You can still rock this. You know, sometimes, like, when a lipstick has a little bit too much gray, that you're like, oh, okay, I can only wear this on Instagram. Like, you know what I mean? You don't feel too comfortable going out in public. This is the gray beige that has enough gray and enough beige to still make you feel comfortable wearing it. You know, like, it's not too gray. But it is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful shade. I feel like this is actually very similar to Innocent Vixen as I'm looking at it. By LA Splash, or I think LA Splash Innocent Vixen might not have as much, yeah, so not as much coolness to it. So this is Innocent Vixen and this is number 3. So I was kind of off on that. So next I have a liquid lipstick that I got off of an Etsy shop. This is actually the Stone by Dose of Colors dupe. This is by the shop Give Me Glow and it's the shade Vintage Mauve. The formula on these I'm not crazy about. They are a little bit powdery, like they're almost too thin that they come off to a powdery consistency a little bit. But the color is gorgeous. This is a dupe for Stone by Dose of Colors. I don't own Stone, but supposedly it's a dupe, and it is a really beautiful shade. So next I have one from the drugstore. This is by L'Oreal, and this is in the shade 119. It is one of my favorite liquid lipsticks from the drugstore. These are pretty much dupes for the Makeup Forever ones. They have the same similar thing where it's sticky if you don't set it with that other step 2 part. But I prefer the stickiness because if you do the second step, it takes away from the matteness. So I would just rather go for the stickiness. This is Never Ending Nutmeg, and it is really beautiful. Like, very gorgeous nude shade. It's actually pretty similar to number 3 by Makeup Forever. This is just a tiny bit lighter, a little bit more brown. This is a little bit darker, a little bit more purpley mauve. But these suckers and the Makeup Forever ones, they last incredibly long, like incredibly long. I'm telling you guys right now, they would last like 5 days if they had to. Let me actually swatch one more drugstore one. This is the Wet n Wild MegaLast Liquid Lip Color. I do really like these actually. I feel like they're a good, really cheap alternative. I think they're like $3 or $4, so you can't go wrong. But the only thing with these is you can't apply too much of it. If you apply too much, it will get cakey and start to crumble. So if you apply a thin layer of this, then it's good. But this shade is electric. Like, do y'all see that? This shade is intense, but it takes one kind of woman to wear this, and I love these types of shades. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful shade. Next, let's go ahead and finish off the drugstore actually. I have some NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams. I have some NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams, which these are some of my favorites. I love the NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams. They have more of a moussey texture, which again, I love the moussey liquid lipsticks, and I adore these. The colors are amazing, the packaging is cute, I love how they show the color, and the quality is just really good. So this is the shade Cairo, which is, oh, I love Cairo. So this is Cairo. It is very nude. You almost can't even see it on my skin there, eh? Like, it is very nude. I'll show you guys on my hand here, just because my hand is more tan, so you may be able to see it. It's extremely nude, but it's beautiful. Next, we have this shade called Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi is beautiful. Such a gorgeous shade. This is a very beautiful, warm, mid-tone nude. Next, we have Tokyo and Sydney, which Sydney is an exact dupe for Max Saint Germain, by the way. So here we have Tokyo, which is a pretty pink, but it's a little bit more of a peachy pink. One thing about these NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams is they're not super, super pigmented. I always recommend applying 2 layers of this, but don't let it dry too long in between layers. So here is Sydney. Okay, so the last ones left that I have are the Kat Von D ones and the Too Faced Melted Lipsticks. Now for the Too Faced Melted Lipsticks, these actually don't dry completely matte, but they do have a nice like soft matte creamy type of finish, so I will just swatch these. So this is Melted Sugar, which Melted Sugar I love. It is beautiful. It is kind of like Flesh Pot by MAC. It is a gorgeous light pinky nude. Amazing, and I do love these. They smell really nice too, and the packaging is adorable. So the next one is Melted Chihuahua, which Melted Chihuahua is a really pretty like kind of 1990 like mauve brown. Melted Violet, which is just an electric violet shade. So next we have the Kat Von D liquid lipsticks. I do really like the Kat Von D liquid lipsticks. The skinny packaging doesn't appeal to me just because I feel like when you pull out the applicator from the tube, you don't get as much product on the applicator as you would need to fill in your entire lip. So the packaging is a little bit flawed, but the formula is nice. I'm actually wearing Lolita on my lips right now. So this is Lolita, which is what I'm wearing right now. Beautiful brick brown dusty type of shade. They are actually going to be coming out with the original Lolita Dusty Mauve shade. I think it's going to be called Lolita OG or Lolita 2. They're coming out with that near the holidays, I believe. This next shade is Underage Red, which is just a gorgeous like blood fire red. Then you have this really pretty watermelon type of red pink shade. This is Berlin. This is like a watermelon red. And then you have this one, which I love. This is called Armageddon. Armageddon? Yes, Armageddon. It's beautiful. It's like an electric pink. This is kind of like Max Saint Germain type of pink. Okay, so that is pretty much it for my liquid lipstick collection. I swatched all of them. I wish I could have done them on the lips, but guys, it just literally would not have worked. Like, it's pretty much impossible because I have so many. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this review and swatches of all the liquid lipsticks that I own. Stay tuned for my full makeup collection and organization video that I will have super soon. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give me a like, thumbs up, and I'll of course see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.